Hello YouTube and welcome to this video. So I've had my lighter series and this week I've got my Zippo windproof lady lighter. It's very reflective as you can see. That's the back, the side, top and bottom, and once again that's what the lighter looks like. A classic design dating back to 1937. As per normal, images from this booklet will be shown at the end, and I'll just briefly explain what's in the book. The pin-up girl has always been a powerful tool in advertising campaigns. In 1937, to introduce a little known product called Zippo, they came up with Windy to tell America about its windproof lighter. Blaisdell was invented lighter in 1932 and came with a lifetime guarantee. And in 1937, George Blaisdell decided to advertise in Esquire magazine in America, and the legend was born. That's that lady there. Windy has been an effective image since the 1930s, and they've included an ice skater as well on this theme. Next page. He hoped the advert would grab the attention, and he approached the illustrator Enoch Burroughs to create the catchy image. Burroughs created Zippo Windproof Lady, and she later became Windy. That was the first thrust of the advert on the previous page, but it set as a challenge asking readers to try the fan test. Zippo is the one lighter you can pass the fan test. The dealer will prove it to you. So popular was the Zippo Windproof Lady that it adorned several lighter cases and lids. The box sported a Zippo slogan at the time: a week's trial, then all the while. It was a way of saying if consumers weren't happy with their product after a week, they could take it back. Windy resurfaced briefly in 1946 on Zippo packaging, but rendered a red image on a colour image on a red background. In 1982, Zippo celebrated its 50th anniversary of the lighter with her. Through the years, Zippo Windproof Lady has been printed on many models lighters. One of the most popular was the 1993 Collectible of the Year, high polished lighter featuring the pewter emblem of Windy. And finally, about the Vargo girls. During the 30s and 40s, some of the most iconic image to emerge from the world of promotion was heavily influenced by Alberto Vargas. This Peruvian-born artist painted images of women for the Hollywood film industry, fashion publications, and numerous advertisements. And his style was central to the iconic buxom pin-up girl, which was especially popular in the first half of the 20th century. He got involved in many adverts for cigarettes, mayonnaise, and a whole host of other products. And his pin-up work is often called Vargo girls. There's some more images there. The Vargo girl. There. Okay. The Windy Zippo lighter was introduced, as I said, in Esquire, and other treatments of the icon included psychedelic design tribute in the 60s. The introduction of Windy design to the Zippo lighters was a smart marketing move. Firstly, it lent a touch of glamour to it, the product. Secondly, it proved effective in emphasising the reliability of the product. Struggling to get the words out here. And some more images there. And there. And just to reiterate, this is what the lighter looks like. There. Okay. The man behind the lighter, George G. Blaisdell, was born in 1895 in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Very little formal education. He was sent to military school only to be expelled. Started working in his father's workshop, and after World War I, Blaisdell sold his machine shop and focused on oil. He got into the Great Depression, and he decided to try and improve the light on lighters that were already on the market. Slowly built up his business. It really took off after the Second World War, where he gave up 2 or 3 years worth of production just to the military and not for civilian sales. He set up the Blaisdell Foundation in 1950, and over the years it's purchased ambulances, helped build a local university, and funded numerous educational scholarships and arts initiatives. Blaisdell sadly died in 1978, but his values of his legacy and thoughts are carried on through his dependents. And there's some images there of Mr. Blaisdell. There and there. The origin of Zippo lighters. At a social event in 1932, Blaisdell noticed a stranger struggling with to light a cigarette with an oval-shaped Austrian lighter that took 2 hands to operate. He asked why the man didn't use a more elegant lighter and was told, "Well, George, it works." Blaisdell then bought the purchase rights from the Austrian company, redesigned the lighter, and hey presto, the Zippo was born. Next part. Admirers of the artistry of Zippo lighters are fascinated by their iconic invention, storied history, and find everything they want in the Zippo Museum. RJ wants to get there one day, in Bradford, Pennsylvania. It covers 15,000 square foot and stands as 2 museums. You've got the Zippo Museum and the Case Museum. The Case Knives is a division of Zippo Incorporated, or manufacturing company, and produced knives. Zippo, of course, produced the lighters. Displays include Zippo lighters' importance at various moments of history, World War II and the Vietnam War. A company treasure, the first ever Zippo lighter, is also there. There's 3,393 lighters in the American Stars and Stripes exhibit, and it's the most visited museum in northern Pennsylvania. Aside from the huge Zippo lighter on the top of the exterior, along the base of the exhibits and the interior is a perforated metal panel that looks like a patented chimney of a Zippo lighter. And that's the building there. Awesome. And some more images from the museum there. Okay, the final bit. 1937. What's happened in the world? Well, there's still fierce fighting in the Spanish Civil War, and that's between Republican forces and nationalist forces under General Franco. One important victory was for the nationalists is the taking of Bilbao in June in the north of Spain. And what else happened? Ramsay MacDonald, the first Labour Party leader to become Prime Minister, died, aged 71. He took office in 1924. And I think that's about it. Just to say, the next light in the series is called Stopping Bullets, and it's all about the Zippo stopped bullets in the Vietnam War. Pictures at the end. Give this video a thumbs up, and once again, that's my lighter, and a classy lighter it is. One of my favourites. Stay lit, guys.